the tum. The tum of Michigan is like Yooper land, you know. Those guys hunt deer in July just like we do. But anyway, I'd like to welcome you to the Yoopers Holy Wow. We're getting old tour 2012. Holy mother, are we getting old? The first part of our show is brought to you by No Next Used Cars and Auto Repair Shop, where you can get a used car for the spouse. It'll be a great deal. Great trade. This month's special is a 78 Chevy 4-door with lots of rust, but the motor's good and the heater works. A true Bondo man's dream. Wow. Financing available at $1 a month for 99 months and comes with no next guaranteed. If we can't fix your brakes, we'll just make the horn louder. That's No Neck Used Cars and Auto Repair Shop, where our motto is, if it ain't broke, we'll break it. Take it away, Jesse.
In the beginning, there was nothing. On the first day, God created the Upper Peninsula. On the second day, he created the partridge, the deer, the bear, the fish, and the ducks. On the third day, he said, let there be Yoopers to roam the Upper Peninsula. On the fourth day, he created the utter world down below. On the fifth day, he said, let there be trolls to live in the world down below. On the sixth day, he created a bridge so the trolls would have a way to get to heaven. God said it was good, and on the seventh day, he went hunting. And now, gentles and lady men, put your hands together for the oldest hunting, fishing, beer drinking comedy show in the universe, the Yoopers.
Where's the road to Gwyn? We just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. This always happens when I'm drinking with my friends. We just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. Where's the road to Gwyn? I'm getting drunker than I've ever been. If I have one more beer, I'll be as drunk as Lynn. Just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. Where's the road to Gwyn? We've been drinking beers and cruising down the highway. Hooley's drunk again, insisting that we didn't take the wrong way, just the long way. Where's the road to Gwyn? We just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. This happens every time I'm drinking with my friends. We just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. Let's pick her now. Where's the road to Gwyn? We've been drinking beers and cruising down the highway. Hooley's drunk again, insisting that we didn't take the wrong way, just the long way. Where's the road to Gwyn? We just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. This happens every time I'm drinking with my friends. We just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. No, we just can't seem to find the road to Gwyn. Oh yeah!
see? Where are we? Saginaw. Oh, no, we know where we are. We've been working on the truck in the back there. We blew a brake line. You guys know how that goes when you drive junk, eh? That thing's older than dirt, that truck. Oh, man. I think we're going to bury her this year. Been a good truck, though, you know, really.
Well, everything's new on it now.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, I see our audiences are getting older, you know. I mean, I'm 67 now. Me and Lynn been together like 34 years. Holy crap, where does the time go? Oh, man. You know, yeah, us guys are living longer. And, you know, you when you were a kid, you never saw too many old guys, you know, that ever made it to retirement, you know, to enjoy their retirement. But you can't enjoy it because you're in the wife's space. She's not used to you there in the mornings, you know, and she's like, why does this guy, he should be in the nursing home by now, you know, what's he doing sitting at my kitchen table? In my way. So I noticed that these guys have these coffee clutches, you know, and, you know, everywhere you go, you know, I'm still working. I work at 2 or 3 different things, you know, so I'm busy all the time. But, you know, these guys that are retired, they have these coffee clutches, and I know why now. They get together and talk with the other guys because the old lady don't talk to you anymore. You know, you're all talked out over all them years, you know. That's why they always have a little dog, women. You ever hear them women talking to that dog? Just like a kid gets their kid, you know. Oh, you know, and then she says, you're such a pig, you know. And then the dog's licking her face, and I go, me? Ick. I wouldn't let that dog lick my face. I watch him all the time where he's licking. Oh, that's disgusting little bugger, you know. But anyway, you know, I've been going over to the nursing home to check out my future home. You know, I got a little bed picked out and everything, you know. So I know where I'm going. Happy Valley, you know. These 3 old dudes were sitting around, 3 old Yoopers playing cribbage, you know. And the 70-year-old guy says, oh, he said, man, I'll tell you, it's hell to get old. He said, I get up at 6 o'clock, and he said, I stand there over that toilet and try to pee. Jesus, I'm there for half an hour before I can finally pass a little water, you know. Then the 80-year-old guy says, yeah, well, he said, I get up at 7, he said, and he said, I sit on that toilet for an hour. I'm lucky to pass a little marble, you know. Boy, it's hell to get old. So they waited for the 90-year-old guy, Urho, to say something, you know. And, what about you, Urho? Oh, he said, 6 o'clock, he said, I get a guy, he says, I pee like a racehorse. 7 o'clock, he said, I poop like a cow. Well, they said, geez, that's good. He said, well, if you say so, but I don't get up till 9. That's me. I had a friend, you know, I got to tell you, I wussed out as a Yooper. I go to Arizona for the winter, man. I can't handle it no more. You know, you can't get up on that roof like you used to when you were a dude. Shovel that roof off twice a year, you know, and then move all that snow and stuff. And it's like, you know, when I was, you know, going through that married life when you were in your 30s and stuff, I started worrying, you know. The guy said, what are you worried about? I said, well, my wife's pregnant now, and I don't know if she can blow snow anymore. So I called Dr. Petrucci. I said, you know, Doc, the wife's pregnant, you know, and she can't blow snow anymore. Oh, yeah, she can, right up to her time having to get, oh, I was so happy. So, you know, but still, I had to get out there and shovel too, you know. So we're down in Arizona, and there's this guy, cheesehead from Wisconsin that I hang around with, you know, and he's in pretty damn good shape for an old guy, you know, and so he's always biking, always, you know. And he's going to take the strip from down the bottom where we are down by Mesa and then right up to Flagstaff. And it's uphill. I mean, you're changing. You're going through all these different climate changes, you know, up into the green pine trees. So he's got his wife up the other end waiting for him. He gets about halfway there and hits that first big hill. He pulls over. He's about dead. So this young dude in this Corvette pulls over, and he says, you okay there, sir? My buddy Ray says, yeah. He said, I thought I was going to make it to Flagstaff, but it don't look like I'm going to make it to Flagstaff without having a heart attack here. He said, well, I got a Corvette, and he said, you know, I can't put your bike up on a rack or anything, but he said, I got a rope, and he said, I'll tie it to my bumper and then tie it to your bike, and then you got that ooga ooga horn on your bike. And if I'm going to go 30, and if I start going too fast, toot that ooga ooga horn and I'll slow down. So Ray says, okay. So they started going, and they were going, you know, the first few miles they were doing good, you know. And finally, this other vet pulls alongside that vet. You know how that is, eh, dudes? Pulls alongside that vet and gives the guy a look, you know, and he goes like this. Man, they took off. Well, there was a cop up around the curve about 10 miles up, and he sees them go by and gets on the radio. He says, George, are you up there? Yeah, he said, I'm about 10 miles past you, parked on the side of the road. Hey, listen, you ain't gonna believe this, he said. I said, I got 2 Corvettes coming at you, going 200 miles an hour. He said, but that ain't the good part. He said, there's a guy behind them tooting his horn trying to pass him on a bike. That was a true story Bunna goes to the Dr. Frankfelter. He had a bad tooth, you know. He had needed a nerve. Root canal. And the doc says, well, he says, you know, it's going to be a bit painful. He said, I'm going to have to get way down there in the root and stuff. And so he says, I'm going to give you a couple of double shots of painkiller. He said, no, I don't want that stuff. I get sick on that stuff. He said, well, the only other option is gas. Oh, no, he said, I tried that once and I got sick on that too. Oh, he said, ain't you got anything else? Doc Frankfelter thought for a while. He said, yeah. He said, I got these pills right here. He said, what's that? He said, Viagra. Take one of them. He said, was that going to kill the pain? He said, no, but it'll give you something to hang on to while you're screaming. Bella. Me and Bella go fishing, you know. We never have any luck at all. I mean, we're skunked all the time. People around you catching fish, and we never catch any. So I told him, I said, let's go see your uncle Bruno and see what the heck he's got to say about this, because he's been fishing all his life. So we go over to sit with Bruno, and we ask Bruno, you know, Bruno, what's the trick? You know, I mean, we're not getting any fish. He said, well, do you guys say the prayer? And we said, what? The Yooper prayer. You know that prayer? Every time you get in your boat or you're fishing offshore, you got to say that prayer. So he taught us this prayer, and it worked.
Give me some get up at dawn, help me find the bathroom door, guide me to the string for the light bulb, so I don't pee on the floor. Show me the way to my leaky waders, my rod and my rusty old reel. Bless, oh Lord, the coals that we snake. We're gonna fry 'em for our evening meal in beer.
This is a song that was on a movie soundtrack called Toll Booth. So if you ever get that movie, you'll hear this song, and pretty cool.
2, 3, 4.
Some old guy told me about the secret spot where they jump in the boat it gets hot, you won't find a more perfect day. Life is too short, hey, what do y'all say?
I'll be riding over the truck and the boat. She's a little hickey, but she still floats. I'll pick out the beer and the worms and the grubs. We'll stop at the Ralph's for Italian subs.
We're going fishing, we just can't wait. We love the smell of stinky bait. Leaky boats, waiters do. A cooler full of ice cold brew. Read on it, watch them flop. I love to fish, I just can't stop. When this fishing trip is through, I'll bet I'll have more fish than you. I'll bet I'll have more fish than you. This road is rough and we're beating that truck. Bought booty axles, little 3 feet on muck. 2 flat tires and just 1 spare. Riding on the rim, but we don't care.
We find the lake and we see I'm drunk. We push out the boat and I trip on a stump. I hook the big one as I fall in. He slaps my nose with a big tail fin. Ow!
We're going fishing, we just can't wait. We love the smell of stinky bait. Leaky boats, waiters do. A cooler full of ice cold brew. Reel 'em in, watch 'em flop. I love to fish, I just can't stop. When this fishing trip is through, I'll bet I'll have more fish than you. I'll bet I'll have more fish than you. My line is tangled and my feet are wet. Got a hook in my ear and a hole in my neck. The boat starts sinking and I lose all more. Rolling in the circle, trying to make it to shore.
Standing in the water, up to my chin, with a tangled line and a stupid grin. I feel so sad when the fishing trip ends. I just can't wait to go fishing again.
We're going fishing, we just can't wait. We love the smell of stinky bait. Leaky boats, waiters do. A cooler full of ice cold brew. Reel 'em in, watch 'em flop. I love to fish, I just can't stop. When this fishing trip is through, I'll bet I'll have more fish than you. I'll bet I'll have more fish than you. Not right now, though. But yeah, right after I get done talking. I brought Uncle Otto to the nursing home to check it out. My future home, you know. The Valenti's nursing home. Named after my Uncle Frank. But anyway, Uncle Otto, we sat him on the couch there. I was talking to the administrator and Uncle Otto starts leaning to the right and this nurse walks by and pushes him back up and props him up with a pillow. And we're talking away and then he starts leaning the other way. And a male nurse came by and kind of pushed him up and then propped him up again, you know. So then he's sitting there and all of a sudden he starts leaning forward. Another nurse come by, pushes him up, puts a claw in his gut. So after we got done talking, I was checking everything out. I sat down and I said, well, Uncle Otto, how you like it here so far? Well, he said it ain't bad. But Jesus, he says, they won't let you fart. That's a true story now. I was talking about my Uncle Otto. We got a family bar in Ishmael, and I've been in the family for years and years and years. So I'll go there, you know, all the musicians and